welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports. We are on location in these pandemic times at the Activity Center in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, and it is with great pleasure that we are bringing you live high school sports in Minnesota featuring St. Louis Park Orioles. They're 2-0. They were in the state tournament last year. They've got a bunch of seniors. I'm sure they're very optimistic about this year, and we're underway against Chanhassen, and right away St. Louis Park looking good at the front line, and they get point number one. 1-0 St. Louis Park over Chanhassen. They have two previous victories against Benilde St. Margaret's. They took them out 3-0, and Bloomington Kennedy 3-0. They have not lost a set early on in this year. Off to serve again, and this time Chanhassen evens it up at 1 apiece. I am Robert Christensen, glad you're with us here mid-October. And now back to serve for Chanhassen, number 3, Ashlyn Stedding, a sophomore. Nice save there, number 17 for St. Louis Park. Hannah Howell, the senior, one of the many, and boy, she digs that one out and unable to save it, but great effort by Hannah Howell, number 17. Nevertheless, Chanhassen up 2-1 here early in this best-of-5 match. The spike from number 9, Elsa Berglund, the junior, and the spike attempt on the near side there by number 7. That was Mary Catherine Zembicki, the outside hitter junior from Chanhassen, unable to connect on that. So the score even here at 2. Now back to serve, Annie Holden, senior. And that ball is out, so an unforced error by St. Louis Park gives Chanhassen the 1-point lead at 3-2. And now a substitution here for Chanhassen. Coming in, number 10 is Haven Almock, and sitting down is number 6, Mackenzie Stedding. And there's the nice tip there to number 14, Reagan Alexander, the senior. She looks taller. She was 6'1" or 2 last year. She might be 6'3". Very formidable front line here for St. Louis Park. Macy Martinson, the senior, Reagan Alexander. Now the serve for Chanhassen, that's number 7, Mary Catherine Zembicki, and look at that power. That's what I'm talking about. Reagan Alexander bringing the heat on that. Brings her team back within 1. Now substitutions for St. Louis Park coming in. Anna Bauer back to serve to try to even it up. There is a lot of power on this Oriole team. Now for Chanhassen, nice spike. Hannah Howell gets it over to the left side. That's Elsa Berglund, the junior, saved by Chanhassen. Now the dink shot, nice save there, diving was Berglund, and now Hannah Howell from the back row gives the spike. Saved by Chanhassen. What a match we're having, and what a point. Hannah Howell with the dive saves it. And the tip in, oh, they just couldn't quite. Nice effort there by Annie Holden, number 13 coming in. But Chanhassen gets the point. Let's look at the replay. Nice tip from behind, and just sort of read the room there and just found that soft spot. Well done by Chanhassen. Here's the tip for Reagan Alexander, too much power. Trying to meet it at the net was number 6 for Chanhassen, Mackenzie Stedding, but just way too much power from number 14, Reagan Alexander. Now the serve by Berglund. Spike attempt, a little off balance there by number 10. That was Almock. And now the spike attempt by Hannah Howell, blocked right there at the net. Well done by Chanhassen. Let's watch this block at the net. Right there, and look at the angle they got. Well done, perfectly executed by Chanhassen, and they have a 2-point lead. And they also come into this, well, they're 0-2. They lost to Minnetonka, talking about Chanhassen here. And then they had a tough one against Bloomington Jefferson. So they're looking for their first win. And that could spell trouble for the Orioles here. Motivation is a huge thing. Look at Hannah Howell's power, but Chanhassen able to save that ball. But a chance for St. Louis Park. Reagan Alexander delivers. blocked at the net, and that took some power off of it, and now Hannah Howell saves it. Now they got to get in defensive mode. Howell takes the spike attempt. Nice block in the back row by Mary Catherine Zimbicki, and St. Louis Park gets the point. What a rally that was. Very competitive volleyball, and Reagan Alexander puts that right over the net, brings her team back to 5-6. Now in the front row for St. Louis Park is Kendall Coley. So Coley and Reagan Alexander are gonna share duty, so they've got a big spiker in that front line all the time. Howell comes in, and look at the angle, but she just missed wide right. But I love the effort by Howell from the right side, the inside-out spike from that right there, just brings it. And yes, wide right. Early in the season, though, she'll get her timing down on that. Now substitution coming in for Chanhassen. That's number 2, Chloe Rogers. Serving with a 2-point lead, 7-5 game 1 here. We're broadcasting live from St. Louis Park High School. Great volleyball action here. If you're just joining us, I feel this could go 5 sets already. Very competitive. Look at that shot by Howell. She does come up with the point and brings Park to within 1. This is a Metro Conference matchup. And I'm just noticing some of the girls are wearing masks out there, some are not, and some are wearing them but underneath their chins. Interesting side light there, and there is Reagan Alexander, number 15. Oh no, Kendall Coley, excuse me. Look at this block, folks, from the floor angle too. Bang. No chance for number 6, Mackenzie Stedding at Chanhassen. Nice bump there by number 1, Chloe Rogers. And that ball is in for Chanhassen, and they maintain their 1-point lead here, 8-7. Look at the power on that shot. Now served there by Mackenzie Stedding. And Kendall Coley delivers off the back row's hands. Makes it 8 apiece. St. Louis Park has tied it up. They've been down 1 or 2 points most of the game. Now back to serve, number 17 for the Orioles, Hannah Howell, the senior. And the jump serve gets it in. The set, the give and go to number 7 for Chanhassen. That's Mary Catherine Zimbicki. Berglund, the tip, saved there nicely by number 10, Macy Martinson. Had to get real low to get that. Now Howell delivers it, and they're gonna give the point to Chanhassen. I'm not sure what that signal means. I'm thinking it's a net violation of some sort of technical violation, because the ball was still in play, but the point goes to Chanhassen. And now back to serve for Chanhassen, number 3, Ashlyn Stedding. With a 1-point lead, game 1, just gets it over the net. Well done there. And nicely done there, number 6, Olivia Lanesbury, the senior, just fought that off. That actually took a lot of, right there, just enough. Well done. It's not a highlight looking point, but a point nevertheless, and well done. Okay, now a chance for the Orioles. Spike, nice stop there by number 3, Ashlyn Stedding, and that ball is out. Point goes to St. Louis Park, and now they have the 1-point lead here as we approach the midway point of game number 1. And you can feel the intensity in the arena here, folks. It's the activity center. I actually like it better than their normal gym. The ceiling is way higher. In their normal gym, they have an I-beam that goes right across the net that causes problems. And I'm wondering if they're not correcting that with the renovation over there. But this is a nice big space. I don't think the ball's going to be hitting the ceiling much. But here we are at 10-10, game 1. Back to serve, number 7, Mary Catherine. Oh, that went off a basketball net, but that's in play. What a save by Chanhassen, and it saves the day and the point. I'd love to see that replay and see which player made that bump over the head right here, folks. That ends up as a point. And the angle she was able to get at, it's number 11, Amber Kraft. That was a big time play as well. And we're at 11-11 in game one. All ones here. 4 bones. Chanhassen, St. Louis Park. Great matchup here. And that ball hit the line. I believe it did from my vantage point. Well played by Chanhassen, and now they take a 1-point lead. St. Louis Park has their work cut out for them. Even though they come in 2-0, it's early in the season. Chanhassen looking very strong as well, and that ball hits the net. Nice save by Howell. Now Reagan Alexander delivers the strike. Number 14, the senior, delivers the pain right there, folks. No chance. 12 apiece. Now back to serve, number 9, Elsa Berglund, the junior. Jump serve, no spin on that ball. And the tip, well played. Number 6 on the front row, Mackenzie Stedding. Feeling that intuition, that soft spot, you can just feel it. Sometimes you can see it in your peripheral vision. Whatever it is, well played, and that's another point for Chanhassen now. Back to serve, number 5, Annabella Nordmeyer. And Hannah Howell delivers it. Saved there at the front line, took some power off it. Now from the back line, what a spike that was by number 5. And another spike and a block at the front line by Reagan Alexander. Ball still alive and it goes out. What a point played. Both teams incredibly competitive. Great stuff here. If you like volleyball action, regardless of if you're invested in who wins, this is fun stuff. And there we are. That's the substitution coming in for St. Louis Park. That's Kaylee Bird and sitting down, and now we have a timeout on the court. That gives us a chance to take our breath here. As we explain, we're at 13-13. And it is a great volleyball match here at St. Louis Park. We have some fans socially distancing. I guess if you're within the family, you can be closer than 6 feet. Everyone has their masks on. A sign of the times here. But I am so glad that we are bringing live high school sports action, a sense of normalcy. And it is a great matchup here at 13 apiece. If you're just settling in, I think we're going to be here for a couple hours for sure. Every point is being hotly contested. No easy points going down. Back and forth. Really, both teams playing very well. Not a lot for the coaches to say other than just to be a psychologist and just keep the momentum going, keep building up their confidence. And we're off to play again here. Coming out of the timeout, almost exactly midway through game number 1. I'm Robert Christensen. We're ParkTV 16 Sports. I haven't been with you since late August. We did a couple soccer matches. Just feels so good to be back out watching high school sports. Now back to serve, number 11, that is Bird. Nice spike attempt, and it is effective from the front row over there. I think that was number 10 for Chanhassen, Avon Almach. Not the tallest person out there, but boy, was she able to manipulate that ball over the net with a top spin heat, I like to call it, that forces that ball to dive, much like a curveball. All right, now back to serve. Number 2 is Tori Rogers, and that into the net costs her team a point. Evens the score up at 14. Substitutions now right there in your camera view. Coming in, number 10, Macy Martinson. And back to serve is number 6, Olivia Lanesbury, another senior. Need I remind you, St. Louis Park was in their last match, was in the state tournament last year. They lost in round 1, but they got there. So you have to believe their expectations are winning the Metro West Conference and getting back to St. Paul. All right, now back to serve, number 6, Mackenzie Stedding with a 1-point lead. Tries to just get over the net, sets up her teammate, number 7, Mary Catherine Zimbiak. Well played. big smiles on the Storm. Look at that. No chance for the Orioles. Now they're down 2, and we're getting to that dicey part of the game here where St. Louis Park needs to make a move here, and they do dig that one. And Chanhassen saves it. Now back over to Hannah Howell, delivers. Nice save there by number 6 for the Storm, Stedding, and they get the point. Wow, what a match here. Both these teams are so talented. Now back to serve, number 6, Stedding. No spin on that, nice save, Reagan Alexander, and they're gonna have to play defense. Hannah Howell, she was off balance. That is a key example of you wanna be balanced when you're shooting a basketball or hitting a volleyball, but she was way off balance, and that's why that ball went awry. And now back to serve into the net. I think she was balanced, she just didn't quite hit it the way she wanted to, so 3-point lead now. And if I'm St. Louis Park, it's now or never. They can't let this get out of hand here. Here's Hannah Howell. Nice serve. Big time. That's a confidence booster. Just what the doctor ordered for the Park Orioles here. A nice, easy point. But now they got to lock it in here. That's not going to happen very often. Chance for the Orioles. And there was a violation. I think a foot went over that center line in the neutral zone. That's a mental error. Cannot afford those in games like this. All right, substitutions now coming in for Chanhassen. Number 9, Eleanor Smith. And into serve, Ashlyn Stedding. There are 2 Steddings on the team here. Ashlyn's number 3, and she serves. Now to Berglund, tries to go in the deep corner, blocked. Not well played there by number 1. That's, let's see, number 1, Ava Kubek, just a freshman out there. That deep in the court, playing it above your head, you probably want to let it go. Okay, now 17-19. Spike attempt, and Chanhassen got a little lucky on that one, in my opinion. She didn't get a lot on it. It kind of rode the net there. Not a lot you can do for if you're a Park Oriole. All right, served now by number 7, Mary Catherine. Reagan Alexander, yeah. They got to get the ball to her every single time. She is their big hitter. And they're still down 2. But if I was setting or bumping, I'd be getting it to number 14 every time. All right, now number 3. That is Anna Bauer with the serve, goes back, and that ball is in. Playing a little tentative in the back row, down 2 points. Kind of got to go after those balls. Yeah, they were wishing for, Anna Bauer was wishing that it was out, but it was in. The linesman right on it. All right, now Bauer's gonna serve, down 1, although it gave the point to St. Louis Park there, so there was a reversal, I believe. Okay, now Bauer to serve, nice serve, gets it over down low, and the spike attempt, that is on. Number 10 for the Orioles, Haven Almach, sends it long. St. Louis Park ties it up, and Bauer is on a run here. And you can get streaky when you serve. Anybody can. She's up to 3 now. There's the block, but it went in. Reagan Alexander, number 14. Delivering the goods as she should. Now the senior, watch this, folks. Bang. And timeout now by Chanhassen as they now find themselves down by 1 point. With 4 points to go here, 1 minute timeout here. We're at the Activity Center on the campus of St. Louis Park High School. Beautiful fall, although chilly night outside, but it is warm in this arena. And we're just in game 1 here, folks. Which has taken 20 minutes so far. So buckle up, get a beverage from the fridge. settle in, watch some great volleyball action. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Okay, now 21-20, 17 seconds. Both teams not even using the full complement of the timeout period. They want to get out there. Let's play. It's been a long 6 months of pandemic malaise. So just having any kind of live drama is exciting, and this is super exciting because it's high school volleyball, and St. Louis Park is one of the best teams in the state right now. And it looks like the Storm might be too. There's Berglund, now back to Berglund from the inside out, and she gets blocked at the net. Big time block, number 11 from Chanhassen. Amber Kraft, I think, got it. Let's see the replay. Well, one of them did. On the right side, yeah, number 9, I think, got it. She was showing the joy, Eleanor Smith. Berglund, now Reagan Alexander. Oh, she tried to tip it. Boy, I would have encouraged her just to bring the heat every time. Park now down 22-21, back to serve. That is Ava Kubek. Nice serve, Berglund handles it. Not the best though, Berglund with the return, and it goes long. Don't know why they're not setting up Reagan Alexander more. I know they want her in the middle, but I would be setting her up more, I just would. Timeout now taken by St. Louis Park, a 1-minute timeout. They find themselves down 2. Last time there was a timeout, they were up 21-20. So that means Chanhassen is on a 4-0 run following their timeout, which tells you how well placed that timeout was by the head coach, Taryn Glenn of Chanhassen, as we watch the Oriole circle. But they've got to play some of their best volleyball right now. They're 2 points away from a loss in game 1. Chanhassen here on the road trying to steal game 1 against an undefeated St. Louis Park State Tournament participant. Okay, back to serve. Again, Ava Kubek just brought it to 23-21, trying to close this out off the net. Berglund. Now we're gonna go to Reagan Alexander, but not what she's best at, just tipping it, not what you want. Can they get another chance? Gotta save it. Howell gets it to the back row. Nice job doing that. Here comes Chanhassen. It's against the backboard. Gotta play it, gotta get it over. Nice job by Bauer for the Orioles, but a chance for Chanhassen. Nice dig there. Now Berglund tries to tip it in there, and it's saved, and they give the point to St. Louis Park. It was not saved. What a point that was, and how critical it is for Park, because it would have been game point. Oh yeah, it hit the ground. Nice call by the official. Okay, Berglund back to serve, trying to tie it up here late in game 1. Blocked at the net by Reagan Alexander. Chance though for Chanhassen. They're gonna have to play caution. Bauer dives. Holden makes that save. Now Kubek, and it's gonna go long, and we got a tie game here, 23-all, game 1. You can feel the excitement. Berglund now is feeling it. She's pounding that ball back there. She wants to go. Here we go. No time of wasting. Gets it deep and low. Good job by Berglund. A chance if they can take advantage, and she takes it, but Kubek, and she was on the net. Violation. Boy, what really hurts about that, it gives, not only is it a violation, you give them a point. Yeah, she touched the net right there. Great replay. Great camera angle. Now, suddenly, it's game point. And in to serve is number 5, Annabella Nordmeyer, the senior. There she is. Goes deep. Holden. Howell brings the heat, and number 7 saves that for Chanhassen, and St. Louis Park gets the point. Mary Catherine Zimbiak saved it, but what a spike by St. Louis Park to tie it up at 24. 30, almost 25 minutes into game 1. It's gonna be a 3-hour affair here, folks. Here we go. Kaylee Bird, number 11, gets it low across the net. Chance for Chanhassen. Nice job. Now St. Louis Park has a great opportunity for Reagan Alexander. She didn't get everything on it. Still causes Chanhassen trouble. Bird Back to Reagan Alexander, not the best set, took her off balance. Chance for Chanhassen. Now Berglund, here we go. Reagan Alexander, nice save in the back row by 5. That was Annabella Nordmeyer. What a rally here, folks. 24 apiece. Another spike and a block. Reagan Alexander and Hannah Howell deliver it and get the win. Or do you gotta win by 2? You gotta win by 2, so it's 25-24. Wow, game point at home. In to close it out right here is Kaylee Bird, the senior. Wow, she is steady off that serve. I like that serve. Big spike, it's out of the net. St. Louis Park wins it, 26-24. They take game 1 in a marathon. Come on back for game number 2.
Sometimes there's no do-over. Some things you can't rewind. That's when an extra safety step could mean the difference between a close call and a call to 911. Simple steps save lives. Learn more at poolsafely.gov.
Welcome back to Metro West Conference Volleyball, ParkTV 16 Sports on location in St. Louis Park, Minnesota. I am Robert Christensen, and we are about to begin game number 2 of this best of 5 match between the Chanhassen Storm visiting and St. Louis Park hosting. They're 2-0. They were down most of the match, and they came back and won it. Lasted 27 minutes. This could be a 3-hour marathon, much like Grand Slam tennis, but if you like sports action, if you like volleyball in particular, this is good stuff here tonight. All right, now back to serve with the 1-game lead for St. Louis Park is number 6, and we're having some sort of delay here. Not sure. Reminds me of girls lacrosse where the referees tell them where to go. There we go. All right. Okay. Now a substitution. I don't know how you sub. I agree. Paul Broden and I are talking here. Our producer is like, how do you sub? But that's what they're doing. And now we're subbing here. So I don't know. It could be a psych out job, Paul. I'm telling you. It's like, we're going to put this person in, but then we're going to switch it up, and that's going to change everything, which it might. All right, now off in game number 2, number 6, Olivia Lanesbury. Big spike attempt, Reagan Alexander along with Martinson. Save that one. Now they take it easy, and that was the intimidation factor. Now Howell, big block by Chanhassen, and it's out. So Howell gets that point with her power. Chanhassen was right there, and this is the kind of action I'm talking about, folks. You cannot beat this for entertainment. Okay, number 6, Lanesbury off to a 1-0 lead here after a tight game 1. You wonder if it's going to take the enthusiasm away from the Storm. Can they sustain that? And yes, they can sustain it. If you look at that spike, that was big time on the near side spike. Watch this. Number 7, bang. Mary Catherine, I keep mentioning her name. She's everywhere tonight for Chanhassen. Reagan Alexander finds the soft spot. Well done. Well done. No, that was Kendall Coley, actually, number 15. Nice intuition on that shot. Okay, now back to serve, Hannah Howell. Jump serve, gets it low. And the dink saved by Holden. Now to Kendall Coley, blocked at the net. Chance for the Storm near side. Mary Catherine mishit that one. Wasn't right in her wheelhouse, as they say. And she did struggle with that. And now St. Louis Park with a 3-1 lead here. So I don't know if the Storm were playing over their head. It's too early in the season. And they might just go away here. They're 0-2. Yep, and now they're starting to shows some cracks in the armor here, and they find themselves down 4-1. And St. Louis Park just brimming with confidence here. Look at how she pounds that ball before she serves it. Big intimidation off the mark, but they got away with that one. Chanhassen actually got away with a point there. She knows it too, because that ball was not well set. It was behind her. She just tried to save it and got lucky. But getting lucky is okay sometimes, but it's not going to carry the day over a five-game set. All right, now the serve. Back, number 3-4. Ella Bush, and point for Park. 5-2 now in game 2. There's Reagan Alexander. Look at her come in there. Just bring the hammer. Okay, now back to serve. Number 13, Annie Holden. And that sails wide left. So an unforced error for St. Louis Park. Definitely want to minimize those. Just giving 3 points to the Storm here. Now back to serve is number 7 again, Mary Catherine. The set, this time to Reagan Alexander, gets blocked. And on the defensive, Howell saves it. Now Holden, Berglund from back deep. Takes the spike attempt, gets it down. Mary Catherine saves it. Now Kubek does. Now Holden to Berglund, brings it! And that is a big-time spike from number 9 on the left side, going cross-court in the middle. Watch this. Perfect timing, baby. Bang. Kubek dives, could not get it. 6-3. Anna Bauer back to serve, and it just sails wide left. So Park still maintains a 6-4 lead. They've given them 3 points now on erratic serves. Think about that. Now Kubek, good serve. Yeah, excellent serve. A lot of power on that serve by the 9th grader, number 1. That was all her power, because they could not control that bump, and it got right on the net, and that served it right up. That was all about number 1, Ava Kubek, for the Storm. Boy, can she bring the serve. Big spike attempt, and it's out. On the right side, that was number 9, Eleanor Smith. But I'm starting to notice this number 1, Ava Kubek, just a freshman, has huge power on her serve. There she is in the back row. And Reagan Alexander with the block. Chance though for Chanhassen, and now for Park. Over to Howell. She brings it, didn't get a lot on it. Chance for Chanhassen as a result. Blocked at the front. The set to Alexander. She goes long. Couldn't control it. She got a little excited there. Just tried to rip it, and smartly, Mary Catherine, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Is it Z-I-E-M-B-I-E-C, Ziembeck? If I got here earlier, I could probably figure that out, but we'll just call her Mary Catherine. Okay, now back to serve for the Storm, just down 1 point. That's number 5, Annabella Nordmeyer. She's a senior. And it goes long. And that line judge on the back line, he's all over it. I trust his judgment. Usually we're in like stands, and our vantage point, our cameras are up higher, I'm up higher, and we're looking down. So it's harder for me to make my own independent judgment about the in and out calls, other than our great HD replay. Okay, now Storm, and that ball was off the mark, and that changed everything. Not the best set. You could see Mackenzie Stedding confused. She didn't know what to do. Just wasn't where she needed it. And it's now 9-6, 3-point lead. And back to serve is Kaylee Burridge. Steady, steady, steady. That's Ava Kubek and Mary Catherine. Now to Kendall Coley. She didn't get much on it. I don't know if she took something off it on purpose. She might have. Now back into the front. That is Lanesbury, and we got a violation on the net. I think Lanesbury touched it. That's her second net violation. So we got substitutions. Although I do like being this close. It does bring a different texture to the match as I watch it and perceive it. Now number 2 back to serve. That's Chloe Rogers. And that's a big, powerful serve. Has St. Louis Park scrambling. And Berglund's spike attempt from way deep sails wide right. And now their lead is just 1. 9-8, second service now for Rogers. And the Storm, and that was a little off the mark and into the net she went. Oh, they're gonna give the point to Park, as I think the Storm was also in the net, or maybe they were the one in the net. Here it is, let's see here. Yep, she touched it right there. Good call by the net judge. All right, now back to serve is number 6. Lanesbury, oh, look at the block, and it's still alive. Wow, great excitement. Kendall Coley tries to dip it in there, no go, blocked at the net. Martinson was there for Park. Now over to Howell, and she takes a little off of it, and nice job. It looked like she was gonna go hard down the middle, but she took a little off of it. Just let it go off the outside of her thumb and let it drop in there, and she gets the point, and now another 3-point lead. They're matching their largest of game 2 with a 1-game lead here. And a great serve by Howell. Park now up 4, 12-8. Largest lead by either team in either game. And a dicey time here if you're a Storm fan. They don't want to get this out of control here in game 2. There's the bump set, not the best, saved. And it's gonna be a chance for the Storm here for sure if they can play it right. Here it comes on the near side, Mary Catherine. And the block by Kendall Coley, she didn't know where it was, but Mary Catherine for the Storm gets that point. And boy, did they need it. As they cut the deficit to 3 here, 12-9. And back to serve for Chanhassen. That's Mackenzie Stedding. And boy, that's not a good, you want to follow up a great point like that as she'll take a seat and back comes in Ava Kubek. And Kubek now, you can notice they're substituting her just to play the back row. Serve and play defense just like that. And nice job there with the left hand at the net. Elsa Berglund. Not the tallest one out there, but boy, can she be effective from all over the court. She's really good at taking spike attempts from, you know, in between that first and second row, or even the second row. There's Mackenzie. I thought she almost palmed that ball. Did they call that ever? Looked like almost palmed it. I played basketball in high school. You can't palm the ball, you know, because it looked like she almost controlled it with her wrist there. Anyway, 4-point lead. Service by Storm. Mary Catherine blocked by the net. Now, okay, chance. And a point as they touched the net. The Storm did. I think Mary Catherine may have touched it. Good eye by the officials. Let's see here on the replay. So there's the block. And then Lanesbury, then that's 10. Martinson, and let's see. Yeah, they call the, I didn't see it, but I don't know the rules that well. You think I should if I'm doing the announcing, but one of these days, I'll know them all. All right, now back to serve. Number 3, Ashlyn Stedding, the sophomore. Down 4, game 2, she puts in the net. Another unforced error. Want to eliminate those. Just free points for the other side. Okay, now with a 5-point lead, largest of the night. Bauer, Anna Bauer, the senior serves. Bang, here comes running up there, number 9, Eleanor Smith, but Park saves it. And now Mary Catherine delivers it, and there to try to meet that was number 14 at the net, Reagan Alexander, along with Olivia Lanesbury, and they were unable to block it back. Here's that replay by Mary Catherine, and she got all her extension on that. Yep, and now she's back to serve, feeling the adrenaline for sure. And you know, that adrenaline, that's what you gotta control. I'm not saying it's easy, but you get a big spike point like that, kill shot, you're feeling it, and you gotta like take a little bit off there when you're coming to serve. Unless, of course, you don't. But that time it did hurt her, the adrenaline, and it's a 5-point lead again for St. Louis Park. Back to serve was Berglund. And there's the spike attempt, well placed by number 10, Haven Almach, the junior. Took a little bit off of it right there, took the, yep. You know, I never know, because I've played some volleyball. Sometimes you do it on purpose, sometimes it's just the way it happens. Just goes off your fingers, not like you expect. And there is Ava Kubek, and the more I watch that freshman player, the more talent I see in that player right there, number 1. She is big time serve here. Look at this. Of course, just as I say that, she puts it into the net. But she plays a tough back row there. All right, point for St. Louis Park. 4-point lead. Comfortable at this point. We're getting now into the later stages of game number 2. The Storm really don't want to go down 2-0 from a state participant last year. And there's the big spike, and Caitlin there. Kubek to the near side of the spike. Hannah Howell. Lanesbury finds the soft spot. Well played with the left hand especially. I don't know if she is left-handed, but let's watch the skill, the talent, and the experience with the left hand and the doink. Perfectly placed. And now a 5-point lead and a timeout by the Storm. And well taken timeout, I think, by the head coach, Taryn Glenn. She sees her team is down 5 here. So St. Louis Park is 7 points from victory in game number 2. And if there we're looking in at the meeting during the timeout of the Orioles, there's number 15 on the left, that's Kendall Coley, and then number 14, Reagan Alexander. 2 major players. I've been doing volleyball broadcasting here for now my 4th year, so I've been watching these 2 grow up, and it's really fun, and they are looking good. They were in the state tournament last year, and let's hope they make it this year. I think they got a great shot at it. They're showing a lot of resiliency, a lot of grit, and a lot of talent. Okay, now back to serve. Number 11, Kaylee Bird, the senior. She'd love nothing better than to rail off 7 consecutive points and get game 2 here. She goes deep, Mary Catherine. Now the spike attempt, and right out of the timeout. And you always know it's a good timeout if you're the coach and you come back and get that point. Nothing worse than taking a timeout when you're down and then coming out and giving up a point. So gives confidence in your players and your coaching ability, gives you confidence in your own coaching ability, just trying to shift the momentum here. So the Storm, though, they got to go now, though, if they're going to get back in this match, though. All right, now there's the big spike, and then they got to deal with that woman, number 15, Kendall Coley. There is no answer for this, folks. None. Sheer talent and power. From the front row, puts them back up 5, back to serve, number 6, Olivia Lanesbury. And that is sheer power. Number 6 for Chanhassen, Mackenzie Stedding, the senior. Look at this form. Whoa! The timing could not have been better. The body control, she came down on that left foot. Now back to serve, Rogers. Holding. Howell brings the power on that one. Now holding, Howell, not everything, but did she find it? It did. She found it inside the line, and that is a big point. Now up 5 with 5 points to go. There's Howell. Number 17. How many seniors they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seniors on the Park team, and a big time spike this time by Mary Catherine keeps the Storm's hopes alive. Now Kubek comes out because she's going to play the back row. Look at that, well placed, deep. Howell diving for it. In vain. Now back to serve. Number 6 is Mackenzie Stedding. Gets it in. Howell. And that was Kendall Coley. And Mary Catherine delivers a big time. Now they're within 3. This game is not over. As number 6 has 2 points in a row. Mackenzie Stedding, the senior, trying to close the gap here of 3 points. Berglund has to play defense, and it means a chance for the Storm. And the block at the net, and I think they were in the net. Number 3 is Ashlyn Stedding, and they blew a technical violation, I think, on her. So a critical point goes to Park as Kendall Coley comes out of the match. Now Chloe Rogers, near side, Mary Catherine Howell on one knee. Now Berglund tries to tip it in there, saved by number 5. That is Nordmeyer. Now this Mary Catherine, saved by number 13. Pulled in. Now Howell just gets the right amount of touch on that spike. Just for that alone, they deserve to win the point. I can't tell you how skilled that was that Hannah Howell just did there in the back row. Just controlling that in the arena. Now Reagan Alexander and the dive by Colbert. Now Howell to the front row to Reagan Alexander, and it gets tipped and they're gonna lose that point. My goodness. Holy smokes. That was a rally. Big time volleyball action on ParkTV 16 Sports, and it is 3-point differential here, 21-18, and we're only in game 2. And that ball goes in from back. Was that Holden? I might have missed it. No, it was Berglund. Of course it was. She can bring that. Kubek trying to dive for it. Now, St. Louis Park, 3 points from game 2 and a commanding 2-game lead, and that ball goes in. So the Storm falling asleep here late. Can't afford those mental errors. Got to play that ball. Oh no, it did go for them. What am I looking at? It did go out. Okay, now back to serve. Mary Catherine down 3. And a violation against St. Louis Park. Mental error there late. Gotta hang in there. Now back to serve, number 7, Mary Catherine. Just down 2. And there's the power by Reagan Alexander. Bumps that lead back up to 3. There's the set, and we got a timeout on the court as Lanesbury sets up Reagan Alexander, and that's a well-placed timeout, I have to say again, by head coach Taryn Glenn for Chanhassen. They really did show some improvement there, getting back into this match. They were down 5 for probably 10, 15 minutes during the middle part of it, and now they're within 3. But St. Louis Park only needs 2 more. As we look at their team meeting here. Varying degrees of mask wearing. I don't bring that up for any political reasons, just noticing who's wearing them and how they're wearing them, and that's all. So here we are, 23-20. Back to serve is Elsa Berglund, the senior. She would love nothing better. No, she's a junior, to close this out. Jump serve goes deep, and that's that adrenaline right out of the timeout, and you give them the point too. And now Kubek, the scary freshman back there. Scary in a good way. She's a good player. Now Holden. And that wasn't the best set there. It was off the mark, and it could cost them, and it did. Boy, that set. Got to get better sets here late in the game. The sets have got to be there. That set was not there, and now it's 23-22. And Kubek. There's Holden. Over to the right side. Berglund's going to play defense. That means it's a chance for the Storm. Look at Kubek come up and fill that gap there. And look what it caused. That's why she's great. Kubek came up and saved that point, number 1. And look at her with the fist thing. We didn't get that on camera. Look at her come up from the back row, folks. Just the wherewithal, and for her to have the foresight to do that, it led to that spike, and now it's tied. And now we have St. Louis Park taking a timeout here. Another great match here, going late into the match. We're tied at 23. It's only game 2. We've been here an hour. Super exciting stuff here. Look at some of the fans. You might be watching us on YouTube. We are streaming live on YouTube. Go find us at ParkTV 16 Sports. Especially in these pandemic times, you should be watching this on our live feed. Love to have you. Glad you're with us. I'm very glad to be here. This is exciting stuff. I think high school volleyball is one of the best sports to watch on the planet. And tonight is proving it. And now back to serve is Kubek. Just a freshman making a big difference here in game 2, trying to get the win for the Storm and even it up. Took a little bit off that. Look at that. She took a little, look at her smile. Because she's been drilling her serves, and that one she took a little bit off and it worked. And now it's game point for the Storm. All because of this freshman mostly, at least late. There's another set, a little off the mark I thought. Back row, found it. There's Howell with the save. Lanesbury, back to Howell. Blocked at the net. Got to get it over. Good communication there. Holden. Now at the front. That was off the mark, but they get the point and the game. And game 2 goes to the Storm. They come back. They were down 5. Most of the middle part of this game, and now they come back and sneak out that victory. Look at those scores, 26-24, 25-23. Come on back for game number 3.
Millions plan for retirement online. Estimate your future benefits, apply for retirement, and manage your benefits all from the comfort of your home. And give yourself the freedom to do what you want offline. Social Security's online services help put you in control with secure access to your information anytime, anywhere, allowing you to spend more time with family, friends, or simply just enjoying the day. Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. See what you can do online at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are broadcasting, streaming live from St. Louis Park High School, about to bring you game number 3. And look at those scores, folks. If you're just joining us, you are in for a treat. I'm watching some of the best volleyball action I've ever seen tonight. Again, ever seen. That just tells you everything is based on the totality. I haven't seen live high school sports for way too long, so everything looks great. But no, they really are playing well at a high school level, and it's really great, entertaining volleyball here. Both games have come down to the final points, and we're tied at 1 here, and we're about to begin. One thing I'm noticing is they're not switching sides. I think they usually switch sides after each game, and I'm wondering if that's not a pandemic response. The effectiveness of it could be debated, but that's what they're doing, it appears to me. Just something that I noticed. And now Howell with the spike attempt, and St. Louis Park needs to get back on it here. They were cruising in game 2 with a 2-0 lead. Now they find themselves tied at 1. That was the first game they've lost all year. They've won 7 in a row to start the season. So we're going to see how they bounce back mentally and physically. And they came out of the gates well with that well-fought point number 1 here in game 3. And now the ball goes back to Howell. As we look at the replay, and she was just making sure it got over. Oh, big time spike by number 7, that woman right there, Mary Catherine. went right around Holden, diving there, trying to save it. Couldn't quite get there in time. All right, here comes Kendall Coley, and her ball sails long. Unforced air, I call that. By about maybe 6 inches, and now back to serve. Number 3, Ella Bush. Lanesbury gets it to Kendall Coley, but they're able to save it. Now Berglund. Coley gets it over, and they're going to give the point to St. Louis Park. And that's where I get confused again, but it looks like Mary Catherine's also confused. She's looking at the ref going, what the heck was that for? One of these days, I'm going to get an expert co-announcer here that knows volleyball rules. And the dive by Lanesbury, unable to save it. Makes it 3-2 Chanhassen. This is a Metro West Conference matchup. The first conference, no, they're only playing conference matchups actually. Benilde, Bloomington, that's right. That's part of the pandemic schedule. You may recall they were going to cancel volleyball and then they brought it back with football. Big spike, Howell gets that dig back row, beautifully done, and it leads to a point. And she jumps up from that, and she should too. She saved that point, and when you dig it out and you sacrifice your body like that and it ends up in a point, there's no greater feeling, and now we're tied at 3 here in game 3. This is the pivotal game. Now that's number 3, Anna Bauer, the senior. Bump. Big spike from the right side, taken by number 9, Smith. And the point goes to Smith and the Storm. All right, back to serve is the freshman phenom, Ava Kubek. Look at that serve. See, you couldn't even handle it. Went right back over, and that gains points for the Storm. I'm really trying to illustrate how damaging that serve is. The power she brought, they were unable to handle it, which put the ball right back over the net. And then you might recall late in game 2, she took something off of it after pounding him like that. That's why that works. It's like a changeup in baseball. Oh, they called it in. You know, the linesman in the back row was a little confused. I thought he called it out. Let's even get the replay here. He's right on it. I think that ball is in. 6-3 Storm, Kubek to serve. And she took something off that one. Much like a pitcher has different pitches. Little off-speed serve. Berglund. Back row, Mary Catherine, now to the near side. Not the best set, so now defense and a chance for Reagan Alexander, and she brings the power. Puts it right on Ava Kubek, and she is not so tough where she's even smiling, going, there's no way I'm handling that one. Watch this, folks. Bang, right at her head. Nice play there. Kubek. Big spike, blocked at the net by Reagan Alexander, and she gets that point. And now it's 5-6 Orioles, and they are back in this game 3. Boy, it has been nip and tuck all night long for this whole, both teams. Look at Kubek make the dive there. Now the spike, weak though. Now Lanesbury, back to Reagan Alexander. Mary Catherine, no trouble handling that in the back row for the Storm. Now the dink. Berglund with the save. Holden, Berglund. Howell will try to do something with it, and she does get it by the front row. They were a little out of position, and Howell took advantage there, and we're tied at 6 here in game 3, and Berglund now back to serve. What a match here. Glad you're with us. I am Robert Christensen. So glad to be bringing you the play-by-play here, and there is Mary Catherine from the back row. And that is big time. Look how back from the net she is, folks, and she's able to get elevation and get the trajectory downward on that ball. Now back to serve. That is number 4, Ella Bush. She's a junior, lefty. Howell. Lanesbury to Reagan Alexander. Diving there, Mary Catherine for the Storm. Now Hammock, and Hammock, number 10, delivers the goods and puts the Storm up by 2, 8-6. Look at that smile, folks. Pure joy when you're playing sports and you do good things. Okay, number 4, Ella Bush. Lanesbury to Howell. And she gets it to go down. Blocked at the net, but not effectively enough. Brings St. Louis Park to 7-8. And here's that replay. Kubek tried to get over to the left, but not gonna happen. Now into serve. She is so steady too, is Kaylee Bird. Back deep and low, and nice job there. I mean, you don't have a chance against Hannah Howell and Kendall Coley. Putting up the fence there on the left side of the net. Brings Park back to 8 even. And Bird tries to dig it in there. Kubek saves it. Oh, nice job by Bird getting low there. My goodness, saving that point so far. Now it goes deep. Berglund to Lanesbury, to Kendall Coley. Off Kubek, saves it. Oh, got one more hit. Howell goes deep row. Catherine, front row, spike. And this time Bird couldn't quite get there in time, as number 6 for Chanhassen, Mackenzie Stedding, right here, just finds the opening at the net in between the block attempt by St. Louis Park. Gives the serve to Chloe Rogers, number 2. There she is, serving with a 1-point lead at 9-8. And that serve goes off Berglund, and boy, that serve had some power on it. My goodness, these women can bring the power. Watch this. Jump serve, and into the net. She looked a little tired on that one. That's just my impression, my experience of watching her. Chloe Rogers looked a little tired on that. So put it in the net. We're at 9-10, and now back to serve as Anna Bauer takes a rest, and into serve, Olivia Lanesbury, the senior. Gets it back to Rogers, and the spike attempt is blocked at the net. That was Mackenzie Stedding, and there was Kendall Coley and Hannah Howell with the block to tie it at 10. Yep, very formidable when those two are together blocking shots. And it just sails long on Lanesbury, giving Chanhassen an 11-10 lead. Now back to serve, number 6. That is Stedding. Kendall Coley, Hannah Howell, blocked at the net. Bump, Mary Catherine blocked at the net. And Lanesbury couldn't quite get her wrist on it, as she was diving and sliding on one knee on the near side here. And Chanhassen now with a 2-point lead. Now back to serve once again. That's Mackenzie Stedding, the senior. And boy, good serve. It was almost a double hit off Howell. Nice job getting her biceps out of the way. Now Mary Catherine, oh, she touched it. It was gonna go long. And Berglund, unfortunately, decided to try to, and that's hard not to do. I get that, because it's right there, and you're like, oh, yep. She reached for it, just couldn't quite get it out of the way in time. Now Stedding for her 3rd consecutive serve and point here. Nicely done there by Martinson, and the block. Martinson gets it out of there, and they're gonna call that a double hit. So now Chanhassen opens up a 4-point lead, and that causes a timeout by Emily Minnick, the head coach for St. Louis Park. Is now, not only did they have a 5-point lead in game 2 late and lost it, now they're down 4 in game 3, so they have some stuff to talk about as we look at their upcoming schedule. Obviously, we're here watching Chanhassen on October 15th, then they go to Wayzata in 5 days, Bloomington Jefferson back here, Robbinsdale Cooper back here. Then at Chaska, Chaska always tough, then Bloomington Kennedy. So all just conference matches in this abbreviated pandemic season. I'm Robert Christensen, glad you're with us, and it's awful quiet here. We're in the Activity Center, which is sort of an auxiliary gym here at St. Louis Park High School. Their main gym is under renovation, but this is a nice space. We just don't have the normal stands, so everybody's kind of at court level, including us, but I like the angle, it's something different. And now coming out of the timeout, the Storm are already out there, but you know, life's good for them right now. They still got the work cut out for them. 11 points to go here to get game 3. But now back to service Stedding for her 4th consecutive point. Now she gets it back to Berglund. That's Lanesbury to Hannah Howell. And her spike finds the hardwood floor, and that is the 11th point for Park. And great timeout taken there by Emily Minnick. If for no other reason to stop the bleeding on the points that the Storm were on a roll with. Now Rogers, front row. Number 3, Ashlyn Stedding finds the soft spot deep and near the sideline. Howell unable to get it. If we look at the substitution for Eleanor Smith coming in for Ella Bush, and now back to serve. No, that is Ashlyn Stedding. Howell to Lanesbury to the far side, and Berglund's spike attempt gets smashed by Eleanor Smith, number 9. Watch her. Whoa. Perfect angle, and look at her jump up there afterwards. And Kendall Coley, kind of like delayed in midair, kind of like Michael Jordan. Maybe I'm stretching that, but a little bit. She kind of was up there for a minute, and you didn't know if she was going to bring all of the power, and I think she took a little bit off of it. Chloe Rogers, chance for St. Louis Park, and very good serve by Hannah Howell there. As the back row for the Storm could not handle it, the power came right back to the front row of St. Louis Park, which allowed them to dink it in there because of the power. The Storm didn't have enough time to fill that space that allowed that ball to get down. And there's a nice shot there. Again, a lot of this is faking with power and then taking something off of it, just like right there. Yep. And Reagan Alexander knew it. She mistimed her jump. Now Mary Catherine to serve with a 4-point lead. And that was a great serve by Mary Catherine. The serve caused that point. High fives all around on that Storm front line. Now back is number 7, Mary Catherine. Howell. And a lack of communication. So it's tough out there for the Park Orioles. They've got to dig deep here and find a way to get the serve back right now. And there's Reagan Alexander, but a chance for the Storm. There's the set, deep row, and Mary Catherine brings it. And another timeout by Minnick. Emily Minnick has seen enough. Look at that spike. Look how far from the net she is. And just the effectiveness of that. A lot of practice and hard work and sweat and pain goes into being able to hit balls like that. That is not an accident. And now a 7-point lead for the Storm here. They come in with no victories. They're 0-2 on the year. They lost to Minnetonka back on October 8th. They got swept out 3-0, and then they lost a tough one, it looks like, to Bloomington Jefferson at home, 3-2. But now they find themselves up in game 3 by 7 with 5 points to go and a chance to take a 2-1 lead against the defending state tournament participants, St. Louis Park Orioles. So we're gonna see if they can get back in this match. Now back to serve, Mary Catherine. She's a very good player for the Storm. Very effective in game 3 especially. Now Lanesbury to Martinson. And they find the point for St. Louis Park. Boy, did they need a point. Martinson takes a seat. Now Bauer comes in. Her serve, Mary Catherine to the near side, the spike into the net. And that was just pure intimidation. Looking up there at Lanesbury and Reagan Alexander. It's like, what are you gonna do with that ball? All right, now Anna Bauer on a 2-point run here from the service line, trying to get number 3. And the spike attempt by Smith gets blocked at the net. Watch this block, folks. Look at that. Right off Alexander's like elbow, I think. Oh no, it did go against them. Why did I think? And now there's Reagan Alexander. 21-16. Somehow I think they credited St. Louis Park with a point, and then they gave the serve back to the Storm. That could have happened. Okay, there's Kubek. Mary Catherine from the back row. Look at how, boy, I am starting to get really impressed with Mary Catherine and her ability to play volleyball for the Storm. She has brought some big-time spikes, kill shots from deep in her own court. And she's got her team here 3 points from their second victory and a 2-1 lead in this best of 5. And blocked right back. Kendall Coley's kill shot gets smashed right back. Who got the hand on this? I think it was the middle player there. Is that Smith? And an unforced error gives St. Louis Park the break. So now these girls have to go to work. Chanhassen 2 points from the victory in game 3. And back to serve. Kaylee Bird gets it low. Catherine to the near side. The spike got blocked by Lanesbury, but not enough. Number 6, Mackenzie Stedding, puts her team at game point, 24-17. Chloe Rogers to serve it out. Berglund, and served it right up. No. They gave that point to St. Louis Park. Not sure why. But that's the way it is. Still game point for Chanhassen, and Kendall Coley gets the easy spike there. So don't turn off your TV sets just yet. And a timeout now taken by Chanhassen. And again, I think that's a smart timeout here. I mean, the odds of the Storm winning this game are greatly in their favor. St. Louis Park would have to play perfect for 6 points here. Absolutely perfect. They'd have to win every point. And the odds of that, just the sheer odds of it, are not high. But to take a timeout here, settle her team down, just play basic volleyball. They don't have to be heroes here. It's just going to happen for them. So you just want to calm their minds down here. They really don't have to be great to win this game. They just need 1 more point, which could just be an unforced error by St. Louis Park. So that's what I'd be telling them. Just go in there, just, not like arrogance, be humble, but, just, you don't have to be doing stupid, crazy stuff. Just play normal volleyball, and you're going to get that point. All right, though. St. Louis Park, they've got to play Houdini if they can get back in this one. Let's see if Lanesbury can get it going here off the timeout. There's Mary Catherine. And wow, boy, the Storm did not give up on that, but Martinson and Kendall Coley right there. Look at that, she almost said, oh, it was a double hit. All right, so there's 1 point. They need 4 more. Lanesbury, deep to Kubek. Nice set, goes deep, and she found it, and there's the win. What a shot that was. I think that was number 4. Ella Bush. I don't know if we got that replay late. I'd love to see that, but if not, that's okay. But there's your final score in game 3. Chanhassen. Oh, here, well, nope, there it is. So we're gonna end game number 3. Come on back for game number 4. Oh, here it is, right there. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Thank you for that, Paul. Number 4, Ella Bush won that game, and that was just a brilliant shot. She saw that opening way deep. All right, come on back for game number 4.
Your story doesn't have to end. As an organ donor, the good in you can live on. In fact, you could save up to 8 lives through organ donation. Sign up to give the gift of life after you're gone. You'll be happy you did. And just maybe, someone else will too. Sign up online today as an organ, eye, and tissue donor at organdonor.gov. It saves lives.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on Location. We are bringing you Metro West Conference Volleyball from the Activity Center in St. Louis Park. I am Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We are streaming live on YouTube, and you can also catch it all at our website, ParkTV 16. It's 2-1 here in this best of 5. And St. Louis Park starting game 4 here. Hannah Howell goes deep. Now Mary Catherine Howell for St. Louis Park. Now Berglund from the back row tries to spike it down. Kubek, the freshman. Mary Catherine off the front row. Martinson. Trouble and still alive. Nice save there by Lanesbury and Kendall Coley. And there is the spike attempt from the front row by Mary Catherine. You could hear the power on that, but it did sail wide right, and a long point gives point number 1 in game number 4 to Lanesbury, number 6 there, and the St. Louis Park Orioles. They've got to get off to a good start here, and they are off to a good start as Lanesbury finds the soft spot along the sideline in the deep part of the court. And the Storm looking a little tired there. They've worked real hard to get to a 2-1 lead here. And this is where endurance and resilience, mental toughness really comes into play. They've been playing solid volleyball for coming up on an hour and a half. And there is Kendall Coley. 3-0 Park. And this is what the doctor ordered, a 3-0 lead here right out of the gate in game 4. And that ball is in. Lanesbury really on her game here early with the serve. 4 consecutive points out of the gate. And she is feeling it. She's in the zone on the serve. Just keep that rhythm going. There it is, deep. Kubek for the Storm. Now to the near side, Mary Catherine. Nice body control there by Kendall Coley with her left hand to keep that ball alive. And it's out. Point to Lanesbury. 5 in a row for number 6 in game 4. Great start here for the Orioles. Lanesbury, can she keep it going? Goes deep. Kubek can't save it. What a serve. She is unconscious out there. keep going. You don't want to think too much. Just go. 6 for 6 out of the gate here. Goes deep, and she got a little strong. That's all right. She's pushing the boundaries. That was intentional. What a start for Lanesbury and the Orioles. Let's see if they can keep it going now. 6-1, back to serve. For Chanhassen is number 6, Mackenzie Stedding. Stedding goes deep. That's Berglund to Lanesbury. Kendall Coley tries to tip it. Blocked there by Stedding, and we got a whistle. And a violation of some kind makes it 7-1 in game 4. So nice to see the Park Orioles coming back strong. And now Hannah Howell. Jump serve, gets it deep. That's number 2, Corey Rogers, and another point for the Orioles. 8-1 here. Boy, did they wake up here in game 4. Big time. And the Storm now looking discombobulated, tired, mentally fatigued here. And it's kind of a letdown, I would say. Howell trying to get it just over. Not what she wanted, but she was able to handle it. Oh, trouble. Yeah, Martinson, she's saying that was my bad. Yeah, she probably didn't want to touch that ball, because it kind of threw the rhythm off as Kendall Coley now comes to the near side. There's Eleanor Smith coming in for Chanhassen now. And they're down 6, 8-2. Serving is number 3, Ashlyn Stedding. There's Lanesbury, and that set wasn't the best, but it did work out. And did you see Kubek come sliding in there? She didn't care if she was going to get hit. She is a tough player, as they all are, but boy, she just went right in there not knowing if she's going to get kicked in the head. Okay, now number 13, Annie Holden. Mary Catherine, well played there by Reagan Alexander. She got the block and got it over. Holden with the save. Oh, and no one was there. Lack of aggressiveness there, just that soft spot right in front of Martinson. Unable to recognize that ball was coming, but still a good 6-point lead here for the Orioles. 9-3, now back to serve. Mary Catherine Zimbiek. I'm sure I'm butchering that last name. Now Reagan Alexander gets it to go. Just inside that block on Eleanor Smith. Also up there trying to meet it was Ashlyn Stedding, and there is Reagan Alexander with that point. 10-3 now, 7-point lead. Catherine on the right side, Eleanor Smith, that's holding to Lanesbury. Over to Berglund on the left side. She tries to sneak it across, saved by number 10, that is Amok. Now Mary Catherine. Off Bauer, Mary Catherine, I cannot say enough how well she can spike from way back. There she is, number 7. My goodness, Bauer could not handle that. Just to get that ball with the trajectory from that deep in your own court is a huge weapon. Now Ava Kubek, Berglund to Lanesbury, now to Reagan Alexander, blocked at the net. Bauer saved that, Holden, and the point will go to St. Louis Park, I believe, or no. Yeah, point goes to the Storm. There was like they were lifting or carrying the ball, I would want to call it. Look at that serve right over the net. Now, Reagan Alexander, not a good set. She had to run to just get her hand on it. Net ball, out. Wow, that was just out though. Looked good, but it was out. 11-5 now. Berglund back to serve, pounding that ball. You think these girls don't care? Oh yeah, and they should. Smith, Holden, Alexander gets it to go. Well done with the off-speed front row play there. And timeout on the court, taken by the Chanhassen Storm, brings a huge roar of applause from the St. Louis Park bench as they are very happy with the way they're playing, especially after that point, as Mary Catherine, all she can do is catch that ball and bring it back. And now they are talking about it. So if you're Let's see, I always like to get myself in the head of these coaches. If I'm Chanhassen, okay, you're up 2-1. You're 0-2 on the season. You're playing a state tournament participant here on the road. You're down 12-5. Even if you lose this game, you still got game 5, although you're not thinking that. But it's not, you don't need to panic here. I guess you just say, hey, just keep playing. Just start noticing things. I just think they looked a little tired. I think they had to catch their breath. I think it was super emotional for them to win those 2 games, especially the first one they won where they came back. And so there's sort of, you know, they're human beings, a little collective, take your breath. That was a good timeout. Let's see if they start playing better here. Down 12-5 here in game 4. Okay, Berglund to Kubek. Smith with the block, or the spike attempt and the block at the front line by Howell and Reagan Alexander. Now, Lanesbury to Howell, blocked at the front by Stedding. Now Howell, back row, Mary Catherine digs it out. To the near side, Stedding. Berglund, hold in. Reagan Alexander gets it over to the back row to Mary Catherine for the Storm. Now to the front, not the best spike, but trouble for St. Louis Park. Now Howell brings the heat. And Mary Catherine couldn't help but reach for it, and what a point that was. My goodness, 13-5, Berglund back to serve. Wow, takes your breath away, folks. That is some exciting volleyball action. Okay, Berglund, the jump serve. Smith gets stymied at the net by Reagan Alexander and Hannah Howell. Those two are very formidable on that left side. With Lanesbury in the middle, St. Louis Park really starting to get into gear here. Now Berglund, 14-5 lead, going for a double-digit lead. Mary Catherine brings the heat from the back row again, folks. Back row, Mary Catherine. Seriously, great play there by her. Keeping the Storm alive here, down 14-6. This is the largest lead of any of the games, I believe, so far. Now back in, checking in, is number 4 for Chanhassen, Ella Bush. Now Holden, not the best. Boy, she served it right up. She knows it. Easier said than done. 14-7, so it's important that Park realizes that the Storm are gonna make a run here. And they've gotta weather the storm and get back on the scoring track here as soon as possible. And there they did it with Howell. Perfectly placed. Look at that top spin heat, the curvature of the ball. Putting the spin on it, and now in to serve is number 11. There she is, Caitlin Bird. With an 8-point lead, 10 points to go for the game. Look at that serve. Giving the Storm all kinds of trouble. Berglund with the save. Howell. Lanesbury. Now Mary Catherine, and the spike attempt. They find the soft spot. Asleep in the back row there. Well played. Look at the smiles on these volleyball players. It's that much fun. 15-8. Game 4, 2-1, Storm with the advantage. They come in 0-2, St. Louis Park 2-0. They hadn't dropped a game in their first 2 matches. Now they find themselves dropping 2 of 3, but find themselves up big time in game 4, 16-8. As Kendall Coley brings the hard one right there. Right off the front row. Bauer checks out. Now Lanesbury, number 6, back to serve. And you recall, she started out this game with 6 consecutive service points for a 6-0 lead. And Berglund, nice bump there. Now Howell gets in the back row. Kubek to the near side. Mary Catherine gets blocked by Martinson. And the dink. Berglund, Lanesbury. Kendall Coley finds pay dirt right up against that back line. 17-8. There she is. Oh yeah. Get that shoulder loose. You're gonna need it some more. Miss Coley, look at that. Just takes enough off of it to get that unique angle that you cannot anticipate if you're in the back row for the Storm. And that ball just sails wide, or long, I should say. Smart play by the back row for the Storm, recognizing that. It's 17-9. There's the front row of the Storm. Howell, Lanesbury. Howell back to Howell. Nice dive there by Chloe Rogers. Not enough as Park now up 18-9. Howell back to serve. 9-point lead, 7 from the win in game 4 here at home. Howell, the bump to Lanesbury to Kendall Coley, goes deep. Yeah, there's the coach. Just coaching her on her form there. Ball went a little long on her, sailed on her. She needs to watch that. Now Howell just gets the knuckle on that, and Holden saves the day, keeps the ball alive for Park. And that spike goes long. So nice job by Holden. I credit her with the point, just getting that ball across the net, making them make the other play. And they were unable to execute, so it's 19-10 now for Park, and Holden now back to serve. Gets to the back row to Kubek. Near side, Eleanor Smith gets blocked, and now Smith is not having the success she was having earlier going against Reagan Alexander, and this time Martinson right there. Oh, that ball did go down for them. Gosh, what is wrong with my eyesight? Great job by Smith, now that I see that. My apologies. Okay, now the Storm, Mary Catherine. Goodness gracious. I don't even think she can spike it from the front row. I think she has to just do her kill shots from the second row. It's the only way they work for her. But they work. Okay, now Mary Catherine just over the net. And that was a perfect set by Lanesbury. It's really all about the set. I mean, you've got to have the talent of a Reagan Alexander, and of course Lanesbury has a ton of talent as well, but that set, when it's right there, it allows that talent of your big hitters to come through and be effective. Lanesbury gets stymied by Reagan Alexander. That was the block of the night right there. Power versus power. Watch this. I'd put this on a highlight reel if I was going to college. Yep, that's what I can do for you, coach. Take it right out of the net. Beautiful. Howell diving there. 21-13, St. Louis Park, 4 points from game 4. As it appears we're heading for a decisive game 5. Now back to serve, that is Ava, the freshman. And there is Reagan Alexander, and she is feeling it now in the zone, is what it appears to me. Keep this rhythm going. Berglund now to serve. 3 points, and yeah, I was wondering when there was going to be a timeout because you want to take them off their rhythm. So smart move there by the coach for Chanhassen. It's a long shot for them to rally back from 12 back, but still, you never know, and you can't give up. That's not the message we're sending the kids, and you can still fight. They might get back in this game because I don't think they want to go to a game 5 if they can come back in game 4 here if you're the Chanhassen Storm. They came into this season conference 0-2. As we look at the Metro West 2020 regular season, there's nothing regular about it, I guess, but it is the regular season. All conference games, which makes every one of them much more exciting. Because you know all these players know each other from sport clubs or club sports, just growing up in the same sport over the years. Great lifelong friendships, of course. All right, now coming out of the timeout, 22-13, Berglund, number 9, back to serve. 3 points from the victory. Spiked there by Eleanor Smith out of the timeout. There she is, number 9, loving that action, and she'll check in or check out. And coming in for her was Annabella Nordmeyer. And she'll serve. Down 8. Oh my goodness, that ball's still alive, folks. Did Kubek save it? Almost. Wow, look at the power by Reagan Alexander. She checks out, here comes Bird. Look at the smile. It is a pleasure to watch this power in person. Reagan Alexander, Kendall Coley, Hannah Howell. Huge, huge, huge power. And we got some fans out across the way. You can see in our camera view is Bird trying to serve it out here with 2 points to go here to even up the best of 5 at 2-all. And Kendall Coley dinks it. Kubek and the spike attempt by Stedding. Lanesbury saves it. Bauer now to the left side. Ooh, not well placed, but well enough. Now Kubek. Stedding. Bird and into the net is St. Louis Park. And point. Point goes to the Storm, and now Chloe Rogers back to serve. Down 8. St. Louis Park still 2 points from game 4. And they stay alive, the Storm. There's Mary Catherine. Now Chloe Rogers, number 2, back to serve. 7 behind. Howell. Lanesbury. Not the best set there. Still could be effective. Now Stedding gets it over for the Storm. Now Lanesbury trying to find the soft spot, but Kubek is there for Chanhassen. There's the dink, Lanesbury. Bauer. Howell blocked at the front. Kubek bumps it nicely to the near side. Mary Catherine blocked. Howell. Lanesbury back to Howell. Mary Catherine to Nordmeyer. Stedding. Howell. Blocked at the net. Goes along the net. Now Bauer. Howell goes deep. Kubek saves it. Nordmeyer. Mary Catherine tries to stink it in there. Howell, they're right at the net, and it's gonna, no, it's still alive, still alive, still alive. Nordmeyer gets it back to the back row. Now Lanesbury. And Reagan Kendall Coley delivers the kill shot. Boy, I don't know how long that lasted, but that was one heck of a rally as we go to the replay right at the end. Bang-o. Wow. All you can do is hang your head there, Chloe Rogers. And we are at game point here in game 4. Timeout taken on the court. I'm not sure which team took it. Whew, gotta catch our breath here. 24-16, we are almost certainly heading for a decisive game 5 here. Early in this 2020 season, St. Louis Park undefeated 2-0. Backs against the wall when they came into game 4 as we look at Coach Minnick. And now into service Lanesbury, and it's quite appropriate that she started out with a 6-0 run that really put this game on the right trajectory if you're an Orioles fan. And now we have a substitution. Olivia Lanesbury for the win. Back row to Rogers. Nordmeyer to Mary Catherine, and she does deliver as it goes off the fingertips, I think, of Martinson at the net. So the Storm still alive, checking in Amber Kraft, the sophomore, into the front row as Kubek comes out. And back to serve is number 6, Mackenzie Stedding. Back row to Holding. Now Hannah Howell goes deep, and it's in there, and that's the game for the Orioles as they get game 4 to even it up at 2 apiece. We're tied here in St. Louis Park. Come on back for the decisive game number 5.
New message.
Department of the Social Security Administration. The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. If you do not contact us immediately, your account will be deactivated. For more information about this case file, press 1 or call immediately our department number, 326.
This is a scam. Thieves are misusing the Social Security Administration's authority and phone schemes to trick you into giving them money or personal information. They state there is a problem with your Social Security number or account. They claim there's been suspicious or fraudulent activity, and you could be arrested or face other legal action. They even spoof SSA's main customer service telephone number on caller ID. Don't believe them. Don't provide any information. SSA employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent. Just hang up. If you suspect you've been contacted by an SSA scammer, call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location at St. Louis Park High School in the Activity Center. We are bringing you live Metro West Conference Volleyball featuring Chanhassen. The Storm of Chanhassen coming in here, taking on St. Louis Park, defending state champion participants, 2-0 record, hadn't lost a game in their first 2 matches, sweeping both of them 3-0, suddenly coming in and having the Storm take a 2-1 lead until St. Louis Park came right back, showing a ton of resilience and dominating game 4 to even it up at 2 games apiece, and that's where we're at right now. We're about to begin game 5. It's only to 15 here. And it's going to be great, wild stuff here. I think the Storm had to take that game off after 2 gut-wrenching, tough victories. And let's see if they have caught their wind here. I expect that they have here. And hold on to your hats here for a great game 5, I'm expecting. And we're off with Chanhassen serving. Nice save there in the back row by the Storm. Howell at the net, block now, back to Howell from Lanesbury. Diving, number 6 for the Storm, Stedding. Ball still alive, and this is the kind of action we've been seeing all night, folks. Look at him keep it alive. Still over the net. Lanesbury to Kendall Coley. Look at the dig in the back row by Corey Rogers. Wow, what a point, and that was just 1 point. It's exhausting and a good way to watch. 1-0, St. Louis Park, a hard-fought first point. Now, Hannah Howell, back to serve. Mary Catherine comes up after she dug it out herself. 13 is Holden. Now Berglund to the back row to Rogers. To the near side to Mary Catherine. Now Lanesbury saves it. Now Berglund will play defense, get it to the back row to Rogers. To the near side to Mary Catherine, blocked at the net by Kendall Coley, and they get the point. 2-0 St. Louis Park. Remember, they only go to 15, so these points early on carry a lot more importance than the other 4 games. Now, Hannah Howell. Mary Catherine, back to her with the spike attempt. Wow. Look at the laser-like action of that ball by Mary Catherine. My goodness. All right, now back to serve, down 2-1 is number 3. That is another Ashlyn Stedding. Blocked at the net by Mary Catherine. Hannah Howell to the front row to Berglund. She'll play defense now. Ava Kubek gets it to Mary Catherine, who finds the soft spot. That was an amazing play there, because that came from out of nowhere. Look at Kubek, she's like, I can't believe that that worked. Off the net, Holden, nice dig there off the floor. Now Berglund brings it. Kubek with the diving save for the Storm. Now the back row, Howell to Lanesbury to Berglund, blocked at the net by Kraft for the Storm. And coming up is Eleanor Smith, and she does deliver the goods. And a 3-2 lead now for Chanhassen. That's a big front line there. And Kraft, Smith, and Mary Catherine. Eleanor Smith, number 9, has done her damage as Ashlyn Stedding gets the serve. Howell. Berglund, nice dive there by Chloe Rogers. Now Mary Catherine from way deep. Wow, she just keeps delivering those point shots, kill shots, however you want to call those, from back off the net. And I don't know what, there's no defense for that. Don't let her get the ball, but that's tough. Now Kendall Coley, that one's dug off the floor by the Storm, playing great defense. Lanesbury mistiming there with the jump. Now a chance for the Storm, blocked there by Kendall Coley, saves the day. Whew. Pure talent. Here's Smith, Kendall Coley. I think Lanesbury was there too, not sure which one it hit. And now it's 4-3. Remember, we go to 15. Holden with the serve. Mary Catherine gets low to get it. Now Smith brings the power. Holden gets it right back. Now Kubek and the set. And they're going to play defense. So chance. Howell. Lanesbury. And Reagan Alexander, number 1-4. Finds the soft spot. Nice job by Lanesbury to Reagan Alexander to tie it up at 4. Now Holden back to serve. Big time volleyball, Metro West style. Smith, Alexander, Holden's got to go over this time. Berglund, now Rogers to the near side. Mary Catherine blocked at the net, and that's a chance for the Orioles. Berglund brings it. Saved by Rogers in the back row. Now back to Mary Catherine, and she delivers the spike. Boy, she might be the most effective player out there tonight, win or lose. My goodness, she just continues to deliver, and they just keep giving her the ball. She's not the tallest one out there, or the strongest, but can she play volleyball? Look at how, just pure talent there by Mary Catherine. Okay, now Berglund. Smith brings it. Holden saves it. My goodness. And there must have been a net violation. That's looking that way. I don't know if it was on Martinson or who, but now 6-4 for the Storm, and Mary Catherine back to serve again. She's dominating here in game 5. The good players do. There's Reagan Alexander and Lanesbury. Holden. Berglund finds the soft spot. I don't know if that was on purpose, but she'll take it. Nice play there by Berglund. Yep, she did take a little bit off of it. Kind of, look at Kubek diving there, laying it all on the line. 6-5 Storm. Bauer to serve for the Orioles. Back row, Mary Catherine is so dangerous. Every time. 7-5, she's just killing the Orioles here right now. Now Kubek, just a freshman to serve. Howell, Lanesbury to Berglund. Off the front line, took something off it, allowed Mary Catherine to get her handle on it, and now the point for Park. 7-6, we're tied at 2 games apiece. We're in the decisive game 5. We've been here for nearly 2 hours. Smith, blocked by Reagan Alexander. Now Berglund's got to go over for Howell, and she puts a little pace on it. Mary Catherine saved it. Now Howell delivers. And we're tied at 7. Look at that action. Mary Catherine in the back row. Howell, though, finds it. Berglund. There, Lanesbury played that so well. I can't even describe it. Just her to keep her, I don't know, just keep her, just get her hand on it, just reach up. Oh yeah, strength. Yeah, she took her down on strength. 6 versus 6 there. And that's what that was. It was her strength. Olivia Lanesbury basically muscled that ball right back on Mackenzie Stedding, the senior, to give Park an 8-7 lead. And it's plays like that I think can send a message that St. Louis Park is just a little bit stronger here tonight. But just a little bit. And it remains to be seen here. The Storm have come in here and sent a message to St. Louis Park. If they can escape with a victory here, they'll look back on this match as a good toughening up match. They had their way in their first 2, so they needed to get pushed here. They needed to get stretched, and boy, are they getting stretched. 2 hours of pure volleyball. Nobody looks tired out there. Just great stuff at 8-7. Elsa Berglund, the junior, back to serve. 7 points from the match. Goes deep, Berglund, Lanesbury. Megan Alexander had to dink it. Not my favorite set there by Lanesbury. Let's get a good one. Howell gets a good one, and the point goes to the Storm as there was a technical violation, I believe, at the net. And now we're tied at 8. And that is Nordmeyer back to serve, number 5. Howell. Nordmeyer found the soft spot out of her peripheral vision. Well played. Puts the Storm up 9-8. She looks over to the sidelines. And there's another serve. Goes deep. Yeah, a lack of concentration, I would say. She was looking, smiling at the sideline, very impressed with her last play, which she had every right to be. But I thought her concentration wavered, and then she sent it long. Got to be mentally focused late in these games, especially with a conference matchup with the pivotal game 5 on the line, tied at 9. Smile later. And that ball goes long as now Park takes a 10-9 lead, and now they're 5 points from the match. And the crowd on the other side are making their presence known, pounding their feet on the floor. Great atmosphere here. Mary Catherine, and look at Bird save that one. What touch. Now Howell found some power from the back row. Not a great set. Bird goes to the floor, saves it. Berglund keeps it alive. Now Kubek comes up. Nordmeyer. And the spike goes right back, and a chance for the Storm. And Mary Catherine tried to get it to Mary Catherine, but she wasn't ready for it. She was in the back row, and they went to the well one too many times. She was not ready for that. And I do think it was on their teammates. They should have went to someone in the front row, but they rely on her all the time, and she was not ready for that. And now it's 11-9 for Caitlin Bird. Big spike attempt. Point to Park. 12-9. And timeout on the court taken by the Storm. Whew. And we are getting down to the quick of the quick here, folks. 12-9, St. Louis Park. 3 points from the match. We're 1 hour and 58 minutes into this thing. And it comes down to the next 3 or so points. And I'll tell you what, if the Storm goes down in this, they're going to go to 0-3, but they're the best 0-3 team of any sport I've ever seen. They have played very well tonight and had every bit as deserving to win this, and they still might. And it's really important that St. Louis Park keeps their focus, does not start to celebrate too early. Because in volleyball, you lose your point, you give a point to either side, so you don't just score on your serve. You lose your serve, you lose a point. So it can turn real quick here. So it's very important that Caitlin Bird and the Orioles keep their wits about them. And we've got, I don't know what that was, some sort of formation violation, but that's a, oh, wait a minute, was that against St. Louis Park? I think it was, 12-10. That's a mental error, you cannot have that. Whew. Late in the game, I'm not even sure what that meant. The referee did some sort of circular motion with his hand. It must have been a formation the way they were. Anyway, still 3 points there. And then you know what? That's all you need is Kendall Coley, number 15. Yeah, right. Yeah, here's how you answer that mental mistake. You go like that. And you blow it right by them. 13-10. Lanesbury. Kubek now on the back row. Mary Catherine brings it off. She usually gets the point. 13-11. This match is far from over, folks. If you happen to be just joining us, shame on you. It's been great volleyball. Go back and watch it on our website. Great volleyball action now. Kendall Coley gets that ball to go, and now it is not only game point, it is match point. Tied at 2, 3-point lead. Hannah Howell, the senior. Jump serve, gets it in. Mary Catherine brings it, gets blocked, and that's the victory for St. Louis Park. And what a way to win it with Mary Catherine, their best player, getting stuffed at the line by Kendall Coley. And no shaking hands in these pandemic times. And there is your match. 3-2, St. Louis Park gets the victory. They go to 3-0. And so for Paul Broden, our producer, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.